the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
And here we are with the third shot.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
And choosing the 8-iron here. And that shot back in the fairway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Left yourself an opportunity. Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this.
Looking better.
Oh, just missed. Putting for bogey. Well, that's not the most positive of starts. Getting underway over par.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is literally the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway that the players can hit to. And if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Nice out the rough here. That lie was so bad, I didn't think they'd be able to get it anywhere near there.
Setting up miles from the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
That's disappointing. 8 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking well.
Sitting at 1 over for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done.
And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Well, that's a handy shot. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. 5 shots off the pace. Opting for the 9-iron. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting. Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Let's see what happens here at the 5th. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous swing. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Handy effort, that one. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. Like the look of this one. That was a gallant attempt. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Nice line. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Now 6 strokes back after that hole.
Next up is this par 4 hole.
You liked that, didn't you? Second shot here on the 6th. Great looking shot this. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it.
Putting for a par now.
Good putt, that.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Even for the day. Oh my, how about that for a par? Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
A par putt on the table. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Luke, probably one of those picturesque par threes on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that should secure the par on this one.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That's frustrating. No, that's too bad.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Wonderfully played. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Even for the day. Opting for the 5-iron. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Oh, that's a ripper. And that will take him to 1 under.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Here's Ricky Fowler's next shot.
That's incredible. Well, that should save them, that one from the sand. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of this one.
pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Putting for birdie here. It was on a good line. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Oh, that was pure. Lookout world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour. And we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background. And I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Penny, what's the player facing here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 7. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Found the green side rough. Still, Not a bad spot.
How close was that to going down?
And he needs this to save par.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Ooh. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Getting ready to play their third.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This player's dialed in. What a shot.
Yes! Hold it!
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Good shot there, Beamer. From around 180 yards out.
Going with the 5-iron here.
While they've got their eye locked in, look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
Be the ball, Danny. No. Okay, steady now. This is a par putt. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Opting for the 6-iron. That should set up another chance.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
One wheat bix too many, I think. Putting for par.
On a nice line.
And that putt drops. Now 1 under, heading to the stretch. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
Time for the second shot at the 16th.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Here's Ricky Fowler. Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. Let's return to live play now. And here we are with the third shot. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Just didn't drop.
Putting for a par here.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Oh, don't we love a short par 4, particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Luke, at just 283 yards, listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the 3-wooder driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
Time for the second shot at the 17th. Five feet coming up to the cup. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 2 under.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Pretty good shot there.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And this putt for a final score of 69. And that will do it for him at this event.
Well, Henny, that was some match. We thought it'd be a great rivalry, and it absolutely was. But how proud would this player be to have taken down Ricky Fowler despite not winning the event?
Luke, this player will be brimming with pride. What a great result. They challenged Ricky Fowler and beat him. Now, they'll be telling that story in the pub a few times in the coming weeks.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports.